So I was scrolling through my memories on social media today, and I saw where a while back, a couple of years ago, I posted a video about 3 key elements of leadership in times of crisis. And I pondered that, and I think those 3 things hold up. And they were basically just simply this. In times of crisis, we need our leaders to have the ability to be calm. Sometimes we don't see that. Sometimes we see panic. Sometimes we see frenzied attempts to address the issue, or a simple blank face where it's obvious nobody knows what's happening. Those things do not inspire confidence, and they don't help our teams do well on any level, really, of leadership. So one of the first key elements of good leadership in times of crisis or in challenge is the ability to be calm. And one of the reasons for that is the emotional state of a leader can get magnified throughout the team or the organization, the company, whatever the case may be. So the ability to be calm, to take a breath, wait a beat, think about it, and be able to collect their thoughts and be able to have something intelligent to communicate, I think is really, really important. That brings up the second key element of good leadership in times of crisis and challenge, and that is the ability to be clear. Yeah, the ability to communicate clearly. It's so much better to say less more clearly than to say paragraphs that are confusing or that are unclear. Sometimes we may over communicate before we have clarity, and that's important. So we want to be calm as leaders so that we can collect our thoughts, and we want to be able to be as clear as possible as we communicate with our teams and our organizations, our clients, so forth. So it's an important element of leadership, that ability to be able to distill our thoughts and get clear. So again, remember, it's so much better to say less clearly than more in a confusing way. And that brings me to the third element, and I think this really holds up, and that is the third thing we need from our leaders in times of crisis and challenge is the ability to have courage. Now, that could invoke a lot of thoughts, but what I mean is the courage to take action, the courage to maybe think outside of the box, the courage to encourage their teams to be innovative, creative, problem solving, the courage to move and to act. There's really just 3 ways people respond to challenging or crisis seasons. They panic, which is a lot of frenetic energy. It doesn't help. They get paralyzed. They hunker down, hope that this will blow over. That doesn't help either. It does lack the frenetic energy, but it doesn't let you get anywhere. Or they learn to pivot, adjust, and adapt. And that is the key. So this challenge that you may be facing right now, or crisis in your organization, you need the ability to be calm, you need the ability to be clear, and you need the ability to be courageous enough to take necessary action. Don't get paralyzed. Don't hunker down, hope it blows over, because it may, and you may survive, but you won't have benefited from it at all. Don't waste this crisis in the sense that you can learn from it, benefit from it, and get better. But you're going to need these 3 things if you're going to be a good leader in a time of challenging seasons or crisis. You need the ability to be calm, you need the ability to be clear, and you have to be able to have the courage to take action.